Stay with us on Extra after the break. Termites, the ticking time bomb in your home. The new prevent this.
Sickening to see the damage and, you know, the devastation in such a short time.
Thanks, Heather. Well, it's a title that we'd rather not have, but Queensland is termite central. Our climate is to blame, with warmer winters, meaning these tiny terrors are on the go 365 days a year. Tackling termites is usually handled by the pros, but Jo May's found a DIY technique that may just help you to avoid heartache in your home.
Julie Gray's seen plenty of good times in the 35 years she's had this home. Today, though, she can't stand the sight of it.
I opened the door up and I nearly died when I saw the whole floor collapse.
Julie, who used some rooms for storage, wasn't aware of what was literally lurking below.
Look at that. That's a nest coming up from the ground. I could hear them in the walls. That was when we put the ant powder on. They were actually screaming. You could hear them screaming and making this terrible noise.
Not a case of overactive ants. Julie's home was being gutted by termites.
It's sickening to see the damage and, you know, the devastation in such a short time.
I think it's always there in the back of everybody's mind.
Checking their home for termites is common practice for John and Alana Tilley, who have heard plenty of horror stories.
And they had pretty much the house gutted, a very costly exercise for them, so yeah, we don't want to go down that road.
In fact, annually in Australia, the damage bill from termites is over $4 billion. That's more than floods, fire and cyclones put together. Furthermore, here in southeast Queensland, the chances of your home being struck by termites is as high as 4 in 5.
If you ignore the risk of termites, your house is at very high risk of some damage down the track.
Casting his eye over the Tilley's place is Jerry Fennell, a pest controller who says finding termites can be impossible until it's too late.
If I was a termite, this is where I'd come.
To help homeowners, Jerry has developed a DIY termite bait system. Essentially, these wooden baits are placed in the ground, attracting any termite traffic that might be in the area. 2 plastic holes at the top of the bait act as windows, and because termites don't like light, the holes will be covered up from below with mud if there is any termite activity. If it does muddy over, you'll call out Jerry again, who'll treat the bait with Termidor.
Now, the dust is very, very effective, and once it goes back to the nest, it will kill the nest.
Jerry says once treated, the baits will kill a nest in between 2 and 4 weeks. A similar principle is also used inside the house, with tiny plastic windows drilled into the framework of your home.
Push that in. Now, it's a nice tight fit to make it childproof.
Again, because they don't like light, muddied up windows are your alarm that there are tiny intruders.
They're really non-obtrusive and they're very easy to check. I mean, you know, if you've got them in your bathroom, you're literally cleaning your teeth and you can be checking the windows while you're doing it.
Back at devastated Julie's, it's too late for warning bells.
And I felt the floor move. And I thought, oh, geez. So I went and got me poker, and I did this, and all the skirting board, all right through here, all came away.
She's called in the experts from Bob Guns.
Every week I hear people saying, I thought my house was brick, I'd be safe, or my house was new, or I thought insurance would cover me, and sadly none of those things are true.
There's now 56 termite traps in place around Julie's property. And Ian says while the DIY baits can be effective,
I think I'd probably be safer leaving my biggest asset to a professional.
Inventor Jerry, though, says the DIY baits can bide you some very valuable time.
The DIY can keep you in touch with what's going on around your home between your professional inspections and servicing.
For the Tilleys, that means keeping an eye on termites is much easier.
It takes the guesswork out of it.
But as Julie will tell you, termites can still sneak up on you right under your nose.
Come and see it for yourself. Look at it.